Meleka city, Malay. Bandaraya Malaya. The present-day city was founded by Parameswara, a Sumatran prince who escaped to the Malay Peninsula when Srivijaya fell to the Following the establishment of the Meleka Sultanate, the city drew the attention of traders from the Middle East, South Asia, and East Asia, as well as the Portuguese, who intended to dominate the trade route. After Malacca was conquered by Portugal, the city became an area of conflict when the sultanates of Aceh and Johor attempted to take control from the Portuguese. Following a number of wars between these territories, Aceh declined in influence, while Johor survived and expanded its influence over territory previously lost to Aceh and Sumatra when Johor cooperated with the Dutch who arrived to establish dominance over Java and Maluku Islands. However, due to royal internal strife between the Malay and Bugis, the Johor Royal Empire was divided into the sultanates of Johor and Raya Lingga. This separation became permanent when the British arrived to establish their presence in the Malay Peninsula. The Dutch, who already felt threatened in the presence of the British, began conquering the Raya Lingga Sultanate along with the rest of Sumatra, while Johor came under British influence following the signing of the Anglo-Dutch Treaty of 1824. Meleka is an 18th-century Dutch-built Anglican church, originally Dutch Reformed, in the city of Meleka City, Malaysia. It is the oldest functioning Protestant church in Malaysia and is within the jurisdiction of the Lower Central Archdeaconry of the Anglican Diocese of West Malaysia. The church is built in Dutch colonial architecture style and is laid out in a simple rectangle of 82 feet, 25 by 42 feet. The income ceiling rises to 40 feet. 12 miran is spanned by wooden beams, each carved from a single tree. The roof is covered with Dutch tiles and the walls were raised using Dutch bricks built on local laterite blocks then coated with Chinese plaster. The floors of the church are paved with granite blocks originally used. The floors of the church also incorporate various tombstones with Portuguese and Armenian inscriptions used as paving blocks. Memorial plaques in Dutch, Armenian, and English also adorn the interior of the church. Some Armenian inscriptions provide an interesting panorama of life in the Dutch period. The original Dutch windows were reduced and ornamented after the British takeover of Malacca, and the porch and vestry were built only in the mid-19th century. The economy of Meleka City is largely based on tourism. As the economic center of the state of Meleka, it also hosts several international conferences and trade fairs. The city is located along the Maritime Silk Road, proposed by China in 2013. Among the tourist attractions in Meleka City are Porta de Santiago, Junker Walk, Little India, Portuguese settlement, Statues, Maritime Museum, Christchurch, Highly enjoyable river cruise, which takes you along Meleka River. Total journey time is about half an hour, and you get to see the nice architecture throughout the city, the street art, and even monitor lizards swimming by the side. The staff at the terminal are very friendly. I highly recommend doing this cruise. Enjoy a relaxing 45-minute Malacca River cruise along Sungai Malacca and witness the city's vibrant heritage, explore Malacca's rich history and contemporary wonders as you journey past some of Malacca's most stunning landmarks. See local iconic structures such as the Church of St. Francis Xavier and the Eye on Malacca, and travel under historic bridges like the Tain Kim Sing Bridge and Pasar Bridge. The Maritime Museum itself is a replica of the Flora de la Mar, a Portuguese ship that sank off the coast of Malacca while on its way to Portugal, carrying loot plundered from Malacca. Work on the replica started in early 1990, and it was opened to the public in 1994. The Maritime Museum was officially opened by the Prime Minister Dato Sri Dr. Mahathir Mohamad on June 13, 1994. The museum highlights Malacca's importance as a regional and international business center from the period of the Malacca Sultanate, right through the Portuguese, Dutch, and British era,